Hi everyone. Soon the first album from Awel Blues Experience will be out, and so as I'm quite sure that there will be many guitar players that will be watching and listening our records. I hope thousands of people listening to our records. Just joking. Um, I think it will be interesting for some of you, perhaps, to know what I've used during the recording session of this CD. So let me start. So, whoops, I hope we can see it well. So first of all, I've got my nice Les Paul Gibson Les Paul traditional. Uh, this one is totally stuck. Then I've got my nice American vintage 62 Strat. This one I bought it directly in the US when I was on a trip there on Sunset Boulevard. Uh, then we've got the new series, the American Original 60 from Fender. And lately, last but not least, we've got that my favorite Telecaster. It's an American special one. I think it's around 2012 or something like that. So now let's move to the amp section. You will see it will be really fancy. So this is the only amp I used during the session. So it's a Marshall Origin 50, totally stock as well. Nothing really fancy there. It's just a pure vintage Marshall type of sound, and it's really convenient for what I'm doing. And then the effect. This is my main effect pedals that I've used during the session. This is the Zotic BB preamp. It's an amazing distortion overdrive pedal because it's really, you can really model your sound with the volume pots of the guitar. It's amazing. And then you've got my original Vox, old Vox wah pedal. This one comes from the 90s, I think, something like that. So that was all for the gear. But this is quite funny because I have taken 4 of my guitars to go in the studio, and I have only used 2, to be honest with you. I've used the Gibson Les Paul for all the really rough type of sounds, really ZZ Top and songs like that, because no, she's got some balls. And then for almost all the leads except the slide part that I've recorded with the Gibson, all the leads I've used the American 62 vintage hot rod Strat. I don't know why, but this one was sounding so good and I feel so good that I've kept it. But there will be a funny game if you want to play. When the records will be out, on one song of the records, I've used for one lead. I've used the Telecaster. There is a funny story about it, why I've used it, but I can let you know later on in another video or something like that. So stay tuned because the record will be out something like end of September, I guess. And I hope, like I said, that 1,000 of people will listen to it. And stay tuned. Bye.